Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. More than 80% of the population live in the rural areas, and most live below the poverty line. In contrast to this scenario, Bangladesh has achieved relatively high success in the area of safe drinking water supply. And still there is a sharp disparity in different hydrogeological areas in terms of coverage and in terms of water quality and quantity because of the gradual decline of the groundwater table, arsenic contamination, increase of the saline belt, and insufficient access for the hilly areas. Easily accessible but largely polluted by human and other wastes, surface water serves for other household work. The sanitation situation in Bangladesh is still far behind satisfactory levels in terms of coverage of affordable hygienic latrines to the community and in terms of the use of existing latrine facilities. The infant mortality and morbidity rates persist at a high level. The transmission of water and excreta-borne germs cause 80% of the diseases which are prevalent in the poor community. Among these diseases, the incidence of diarrhea stands at the top.
NGO Forum for Drinking Water Supply and Sanitation was formed in 1982 in line with the International Drinking Water Supply and Sanitation Decade. The goal was to support and strengthen safe water supply and environmental sanitation activities of the grassroots NGOs in Bangladesh. NGO Forum at present acts as the non-government apex networking and service delivery agency of NGOs, CBOs and private sector actors who implement safe water supply and sanitation programs at the community level.
NGO Forum maintains a nationwide working structure to facilitate the supports in a decentralized manner. The entire working area is divided into 12 regions with administrative and management setups at each of the regions. NGO Forum's vision is to ensure that all people use hygienic latrines and safe water for all purposes. It carries out all its initiatives with a goal of sustainable change of hygiene behavior, gender-balanced watsan program, empowerment of the people, safe environment. NGO Forum's mission is to help reduce mortality and morbidity caused by waterborne diseases at the grassroots level through appropriate low-cost intervention by formulating demand-driven, effective and efficient and uniform implementation strategy nationwide. To create a social mobilization for watsan promotion, NGO Forum supports its partner NGOs, CBOs and watsan private sector, village development committee, local allies and the mass media. NGO Forum facilitates the watsan program within the framework of the National Policy for Safe Water Supply and Sanitation. It facilitates a hardware-software mix watsan program following a demand-driven and community-managed approach that ensures communities become motivated and empowered to play a leading role. The process finally ensures the community ownership of the intervention and contributes to the sustainability of the Watsan achievement. The hardware support package consists of materials to improve water and sanitation situation. The hardware supports are various types of technology for safe water supply and village sanitation center for low-cost hygienic latrine production. The software support comprises of all the activities needed to build capacity of the partners and to mobilize the stakeholders at various levels. Under the hardware support service, NGO Forum provides basic Watsan facilities by adopting some for all, rather than more for some approach. The Watsan hardware components are low cost, simple in mechanism, easily repairable and maintainable. NGO Forum strives to combat all upcoming threatening phenomena in relation to safe water supply. Based on geophysical variation, it offers different types of safe water supply technologies and water quality testing and specifying equipments to the unserved and underserved community, prioritizing the most disadvantaged and the poor groups. The well-equipped water quality testing laboratory is providing the opportunity of testing more than 25 water quality parameters, including arsenics and pathogens. The water supply technologies are provided maintaining a cost-sharing approach in line with the national policy for safe water supply and sanitation. Through the forum-supported VSCs, the partners produce and sell different types of easily affordable hygienic latrines at cost price. The latrines are produced maintaining various technological options based on different geophysical characteristics. The software support service aims at capacity building of the partners and other allies, empowerment of the community and institution building at the grassroots level. The software support strengthens social mobilization and reinforces people's Watsan knowledge, attitude and practice, and the advocacy and awareness building process among a various cross-section of the people. NGO Forum identifies and facilitates advocacy with its partners and stakeholders, initiating steps to ensure uniform implementation of the national policy for safe water supply and sanitation, and creating social mobilization towards Watsan promotion. Under its advocacy services, NGO Forum maintains network with sectoral and trans-sectoral stakeholders, collaboration with local allies, advocacy with Watsan private sector, collaboration with the mass media. The well-organized information services strengthen the advocacy and networking system of the forum by providing complete, correct and accessible Watsan information. The information services are disseminated through different media. The interpersonal media components are workshop, seminars and symposia. These are arranged highlighting the Watsan issues with participation from government to civil society. Watsan spots and slides are produced and transmitted through television and cinema halls all over the country. To reach Watsan messages to the grassroots people, different radio spots and programs are broadcast regularly. The print media disseminates the forum's profile, program successes, and other Watsan and environmental news and views. Various types of print material are developed and disseminated among the partners and stakeholders. Watsan and relevant information is processed and disseminated among the partners and stakeholders through Watsan Data Bank, news clipping and internet and website services. The computerized library is a resource center for the stakeholders, with collection of Watsan, environment and development books, journals and IEC material. NGO Forum facilitates training as the process for capacity building of its partners and the grassroots people. The forum-facilitated training creates a strong human skill base through a gradual emanation of Watsan knowledge, novelty and technical know-how. Both the in-house and tailor-made training course facilities are available, and those are provided mostly in a decentralized manner. Human skill development training is rendered to the staff of the forum's partners to enrich them with basic knowledge on Watsan planning, management, communication, evaluation, monitoring, and development of leadership abilities. The technical skill development courses are imparted to the partners and their beneficiaries to develop the technical skill and hands-on Watsan hardware implementation. The Development Communication Services provide aid to support Watsan and hygiene promotion. NGO Forum's communication strategies emphasize specialized input and sectoral coordination and ensures participation of both women and men in the process of developing the information, education and communication materials from analysis to production. The IEC materials are developed in printed and audiovisual form and utilized and distributed among different stakeholders. NGO Forum's promotional activities are targeted at ensuring hygiene promotion, community mobilization and capacity building of audiences ranging from partners to the community. Through segmentation and envisioning the result of the Watsan activities, the Forum facilitates the promotional activities, clustering them into different categories. With the facilitation of courtyard meetings, tea stall sessions, rally miking, and observance of national and international days, the village people of all levels are sensitized and motivated towards safe Watsan and hygiene practices. Through the School Watsan program and orientation of religious leaders, the school students and religious leaders become oriented and motivated. Later, they work as change agents to influence their family and community towards safe Watsan and hygiene behavior. NGO Forum guides the partner NGO staff and Village Development Committee through orientation and capacitizes them for Watsan promotion. A VDC, consisting of both male and female members, works for village development, emphasizing Watsan promotion, and thereafter initiates transfer of ownership of the Watsan services to the community. NGO Forum takes up initiative to assess the change of knowledge, attitude and practice of the community people on Watsan by taking up research activities on various issues, and facilitates monitoring to help its management getting answer to the key question, are things going all right? A three-tier participatory monitoring system is facilitated by the Forum: NGO Forum's own activities, Watsan performance of the partners, Watsan behavior of the community people. Monitoring is conducted in 4 separate areas: hygienic sanitation, safe water supply, training, information, education and communication activities. Poverty alleviation, population control and literacy are 3 major components of the development agenda in Bangladesh. But still, the present generation is growing with malnourished and illiterate children, and the literacy and population control programs are losing pace due to improper and inadequate water supply and sanitation facilities. NGO Forum, together with its partners, has made significant progress in the Watsan sector, ensuring safe water and environmental sanitation facilities to millions of people. However, given the limited operational space and in some cases resource constraints, NGO Forum's supports are always rather small compared to the needs. Yet, wherever they work, their dedication and efficiency are obvious. Without the support from all corners, both at national and international levels, it is impossible for NGOs to combat the situation of such magnitudes. NGO Forum calls upon you to come forward and save lives of the distressed people, especially the children, and help people to help themselves.